Turn this down a little bit. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It's me, Jonny Atma. So glad to see all of you here. The volume on the music is too loud. Just let me know. I don't think it is. I turned it down pretty low. I can hear it for once. Usually I start it up and I can't hear it, but this time I can hear it because I found out a way to hear stuff and for me to go through at the same time. So that's good. If anything is out of sync, like the webcam, mic audio, let me know. I'll get that fixed immediately. It shouldn't be, though, because I tested it out beforehand and everything looked fine. But we'll see. So, yeah, thank you all for coming. Let me pull up my notes here. You know, I wasn't like too hyped up like I usually am, but then like when all you guys started pouring in, and as the time got closer and closer, I got hyped up again. So now I'm all shaky and jittery, but I'm gonna try to keep it as calm as possible. So this stream, I don't really have a ton of news for you guys today. This is mainly just to promote the new album, SideQuest Volume 1. Came out Friday. If you don't have it yet, get it. It's free. Godmetal.bandcamp.com is where you can get it. If you want to contribute a donation, you have that option. But you don't have to. It's optional. So, it's free. If you want to throw down a donation, you can. For those who have downloaded it and have contributed a donation, thank you so much. Case in point, and how that kind of stuff helps. Earlier today, when I woke up, I had this plan to record videos for the SideQuest songs. First thing that happened when I got set up today was my camera tripod broke. And so, thanks to stuff like you guys contributing on Patreon and paying for the SideQuest album, even though you don't have to, I was able to get a brand new tripod that is much better than my old one. Like, you can't even see, it goes off the screen, it goes so high, and I'm so happy about that, because the other one, like, it came down to, like, here, and it was just awful. So yeah, stuff like that always helps, guys. Let's see, I'll go through the track list with you really quick for, the SideQuest album. You just heard the first one in the background, that was the City Slum, Stage 1 from Devil Dragon. Coming up next in the background, if you can hear it, Battle 1 from Saga Frontier. A lot of people have been talking about this one. I know the Saga franchise it has like a cult following. And so when I did that song and it was on SideQuest, a lot of people were like messaging me like, thank you so much for doing a Saga song, especially Frontier, because Frontier doesn't get a lot of recognition. Link6503, thanks for the 10 euros, my friend. Thank you. Let's see. After that, we got Feel More from ActRaiser, a classic. Boss Battle from Lufia 2, another. There's a lot of classics on this album, really. Destroy the Terrorist in the Occupied City from Strider 2. I know it's a really long name. probably one of the most obscure songs on this album. Toxic Caves from Sonic Spinball. Everybody knows that song. Title theme from Skate or Die. This one was really fun to do. Venus Lighthouse from Golden Sun. Saturo's Battle from Golden Sun. Now, we actually had Saturo's Battle come out last year. The songs for this album were picked last year in a Patreon drawing. And I had this plan to roll them out slowly, one by one. And so I started with Saturo's Battle, and then like I kind of like dragged my feet on the rest of them. So that's why this one's on here. It is remastered with the 2017 sound. So it's a little bit different, but not really. And then finishing the album, Club Leader Duel from Pokemon Trading Card Game. Probably one of my favorites from the album. One of the most fun to do. A game that I actually like have a bond with because I used to play Pokemon Trading Card Game quite a bit when it first came out because I had like almost all original 150 Pokemon cards, but all of my friends, they only collected the cards and they didn't play the game. So when Pokemon Trading Card Game came out for Game Boy, like it was like a dream come true because I could finally play the game and not have to rely on my friends playing with me because none of them wanted to play the game, they just wanted to collect the cards. You also have a bonus track, Butter Building Acoustic. You heard that right before I popped up on here. It's a full rendition of Butter Building, acoustic rendition. You get that if you download the entire album on Bandcamp, so that's a bonus track if you get the whole thing. Now, of course, you can download songs one by one, but you'll only get the bonus track if you download the entire album. Videos for the song will be coming out starting on Wednesday. I recorded a bunch of drums for like 5 of them today. Got keyboards for a few. I'm gonna do keyboards for a few more when I get off here. Then tomorrow I'll start working on guitars and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll start on Wednesday. It's gonna run through the end of the month. Wednesday, I'm gonna go in the order that the tracks are listed on the album. So I'm gonna start with The City Slums from Double Dragon, Battle 1 from Saga Frontier on Thursday, Fillmore ActRaiser on Friday, so on and so forth. There might be like a 2-day break or so in between just so I can keep recording and editing video together, but I've been making pretty good progress so far, so I'm not too worried about not getting all these out in April. Not worried at all about that. Okay, in May, I'm going to talk about the next following months now. So we got all those videos coming out before this month is over. So you've got like 9 song videos coming out because we're not counting Saturos. I'm not going to record Saturos video because we already have that. So 9 coming out before the month's over. We have May Madness coming out next month. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest to get out at least 6 songs in May. Worst case scenario, it might be 5. But there's gonna be some new songs thrown in this May. Usually I do all remakes. This year we're gonna have like at least 3 new songs and then a few remakes thrown in, like 3 remakes. And like I said, it might end up being 2 on either side, remake or original, depending on how much time I have. But I'm gonna try my hardest to get 6 out. I think I can do it. It's just really going to come down to getting these videos for the SideQuest album songs recorded and edited together. But I'm not worried at all about it. So that's coming in May. A lot of people have been asking about, last year I released Gametal V, or Gametal 5, which was the 2015 compilation album. All 2015 songs in one download basically is what it was. I remastered the older 2015 songs to make them sound more like the later 2015 songs. So Gametal 6 is gonna follow that, Gametal VI. I'm gonna start working on that after I get this month and May Madness out of the way. So I'm gonna start working on that sometime around June, really. Hopefully, and I'm gonna still have new songs and all that as well in June. Hopefully I'll have that finished by late June, early July. So keep your eyes out for that. Let me see. Get my notes. We'll have the next live stream when Gametal VI is finished. So next time there's a live stream, Gametal VI will be done. Hopefully it'll be late June, early July, like I just said. in that live stream, not only am I going to release Gunmetal VI, I'm going to do a giveaway, physical copies of the SideQuest Volume 1 album. Now, I set a goal on Patreon, and we're very, very close to it. I mentioned this in the last live stream. We're now $27 away. So if you've been considering becoming a Patreon, I would greatly, greatly appreciate if you could help us reach this goal. If we reach this next goal, I'm going to double the amount of copies I'm going to do in the giveaway. I was going to do 15. I was going to do like a few on Patreon and then a few on YouTube. If we reach the next goal, I'm going to double that amount from 15 to 30 that I'm going to give away total. And I'm also going to throw in some copies of Gunmetal V and Gunmetal VI, Gunmetal 5, Gunmetal 6. So, help us reach that goal. We're really close. And for all the people that became a patron this month, last month, whether you did it for the SideQuest album or just to support, thank you so much. And of course, as always, if you're a new YouTube subscriber, thank you so much, because it all helps. Everything you guys do, subscribing, telling other people, becoming a patron on Patreon, all of it adds together, and this is why we have things like the free SideQuest Volume 1 album. Because I want to keep my goal, and I'm going to stick to it as much as I possibly can, and I don't really see any way of me fraying away from it. I want every Gunmetal song to come out free. I want it to be free for everybody. Anytime I release an album, whether it be Gunmetal 5, 6, VI, whatever, or a new, all new material album like SideQuest Volume 1, I want you guys to have it for free, because I don't want anybody's finances to come in between you and having these new songs, because you guys have done so much for me. This is the least I can do for you. So, free Gunmetal SideQuest Volume 1 album. You can pay for it if you want to. Completely optional. If you do, I greatly appreciate it. But either way, that's all I really have for the news portion of the stream. Like I said, I don't really have a ton of stuff to reveal like I did last time. This is just mainly to promote the album. Go get it. It's free. I'll go ahead and look at chat and take your guys' questions now. So anything you want to ask me, if you want me to answer it here on the stream in person, rather than sending me a message or a tweet or whatever, now's the time to do that. So, let's get started. Let's see. Thank you all so much for showing up, by the way. We have 161 in here. Usually, I think one time we hit like 200 and then it stopped. Uncle Sam Gaming. This is a question I've been getting a lot lately. Do I consider composing my own music? Yes, I do. In the past, I used to compose my own songs, non-game songs mainly. Composing original stuff is, for Gunmetal and for my non-game stuff, is something I'm going to do eventually. It's just, all of my eggs are in the Gunmetal basket at the moment. So once I can, I really have all the time in the world thanks to you guys, contributing so much on Patreon, making me able to do this full time. So once I can get some time to set aside to work on original stuff, I will, or once I get like the opportunity, like if an indie company approaches me and wants me to do something for a game, which actually has happened a couple times. I am doing a couple songs for some indie games. Not whole soundtracks, just a couple songs. I can't reveal anything, but it's kind of on the smaller side, so it's nothing like huge. But yeah, original stuff is something I'm going to do in the future, for sure. 55 Sombrero Man, how often and for how long do I practice? I usually practice guitar like 30 minutes to an hour a day. If I have enough time, I'll practice drums. And if I really have enough time, I'll practice bass. The instrument I practice the least is keyboard, and I hate myself for it, but when you have... Not gonna say I have a little... Like, it's hard for me to say I don't have time, because like I said, I have all the time in the world now, thanks to you guys. But with working on this new album and May Madness stuff, when I do have the time, guitar is primarily the top thing I practice, followed by drums. Drums is more fun for me than anything, but I've been working on actually improving my drumming for once. I started that like last year. But then I'll practice bass if I'm feeling bored. Keyboard I hardly ever practice at all, and I hate myself for it so much. Really, the only keyboard practice I get is when I'm recording video or the songs themselves on keyboard. So yeah, about 30 minutes to an hour for guitar a day, and then like 30 minutes to an hour for drums if I have time. Crazy YouTube guy, can you answer this question? I don't know, I didn't see your question. I'm scrolling up trying to look for it, I don't see it. Okay, you can ask again and I'll try to catch you. Captain Kirby, I didn't watch the entire direct. I kind of just went by what people were telling me. I'm pretty excited about the Kirby stuff. So we'll see what comes of that. You guys know I love Kirby. You know, Kirby is one of my... a big chunk of the God Metal fan base is Kirby fans, so I know we're all excited about that. Am I remembering correctly that you said VVVVVV God Metal will happen this year? Did I say it 6 times? I did. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to squeeze that in this year. I like VVVVVV. Can I just say V times 6? It's a lot easier to say it, V times 6. Has a good soundtrack, it's a solid game. So yeah, I'll see if I can squeeze that in this year. It's been requested more and more. Do I record directly off the amp or do I use an audio interface? Carl Dinkleton. I actually use amp simulators. I don't record my amp. My amp doesn't sound very good recorded. I have a, I wish I could take the webcam off of this Mac and show you. It's a Marshall half stack, but I didn't like the way it sounded via mic. I only have 2 mics. I have this mic and I have a SM57. Didn't like the way it sounded doing that. So I've been using Amplitude 3 since 2014, I believe. I'm pretty fond of it. You know, I had an older Amplitude in the past. I didn't like it very much. I'm a fan of Amp Simulator just because it gives me the option to do a lot more things than I can if I solely had just one amp. In the future, I would like to get a nice amp. It's just they're super, super expensive, and I just can't afford it right now. So that's something that I'll get eventually. But right now, I just use amp simulators. Haunted Raincoat. Will I do more Sega God Metal that isn't Sonic? Yeah, I do have a couple lined up. That's a good question because one of the things I've been kind of looking at is expanding my Sega repertoire without it being mostly Sonic. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that a little bit this year, and we'll get that in the future, in the very near future. I have at least 2 planned for this year so far, but you know, my to-do list is extremely massive, so, and I keep adding to it, so. Thank you for saying my guitar tone is impeccable, Jonathan Thomas. Silkworm theme or Metal Gear Red Alert remix? I don't think it gets requested that often. I know people have been requesting stuff from Metal Gear, I forgot the name of it. One of the newer ones, people have been requesting it a little bit lately. I'll have to take a look at it. Final Dreadnought and Chase Scene from Freedom Planet. And Bioinformatics and Fierce Battle from Metal Slug. That would be perfect on Repetitive Fire, I'm sorry. No problem, Bombtails, don't apologize. Final Dreadnought is on the Patreon request list, and I believe I have it chosen for drawings, so there's a definite realistic possibility of that one happening. Bioinformatics and Fierce Battle. Metal Slug, I will say, I don't know about those 2 songs in particular, but Metal Slug I've been seeing more and more requests for, so a Metal Slug song will probably happen eventually. And, you know, I hate telling you guys probably and maybe so much, but, you know, it's so hard to tell with so much on my to-do list and just so many songs to choose from, but Metal Slug is one of the titles, one of the series that I've been seeing a lot more lately. WN Whistle, I'm glad you liked Ultimate Show. Favorite song that I've made so far? People ask that a lot, and it's hard for me to give you a real answer because, and the same goes for like favorite songs overall of any band or favorite bands, whatever. It all changes at the moment for me. My favorite this year so far has probably been I really like Stardream. I really like the Bowser Castle too. Those came out really good. There's some songs on Side Quest Volume 1 I'm pretty proud of too. It changes up so much. I don't really have one that I'm most particularly proud of, but Dirty and Beauty comes to mind. I really, really love that remix. I like the song originally like a ton, so. Battle on the Big Bridge, Dmitry Dashkov. It's coming this year. I will confirm Battle on the Big Ridge will come this year. Promise. It's been on my to-do list for such a long time. I was going to do it last year. I was going to do it earlier this year, but then we had X-Death win one of the drawings, so... You're not bugging me, King DDD. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to answer your questions. Nobody's bugging me. As long as you're not, like, spamming bad things in the chat, you're good. We're a third of the way through 2017. We need Clash on the Big Bridge. You're right. It's gonna come, I promise. promise you guys, before this year is over, we will have Battle on the Big Bridge. Super Robot, I'm gonna butcher this word, Tyson or Tyson? I haven't heard of it. There's what's that Super Robot game, original generation? I don't know if that's part of the same series, but I've been seeing a lot of those being requested lately. Started a year ago with music products, learning how to record and mix, looking at you, Arc A. And at first, it's pretty tough, so I wonder what was your motivation to keep improving as a musician? Arc A. You know, it stems mostly from my love for not just music, but especially game music in particular. I've always been a fan. I love, you know, when I first started, I just loved recording video game remixes. They weren't good at first, by any means, especially like, even like if you go listen to 2009 stuff on my website, it's not very good. 2010 stuff isn't very good. 2011 is when I started showing some signs of improvement, but it was still kind of bleh. 2013 is when I really started, I think, to catch my groove. But I think 2015 is the year when things really started sounding the way I wanted them to, and then 2016, 2017 has been the year where I'm just like, okay, this is sounding pretty awesome now. So I mean, it takes years and years and years of practice, and my motivation is not only for my love for game music, but just the love from the community as well. And I know like everybody says this, and like the community is so awesome, but you guys really are so awesome and have motivated me to do so much more. And you guys, by showing up here, contributing on Patreon, paying for the Side Quest album, downloading the Side Quest album, talking about God Metal to your friends on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. You know, I feel like it's almost like I owe you guys at this point. But you know, I'm happy to do it. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's a win-win for you guys, win-win for everybody else. You know, in 2012, I got cut down by that whole copyright thing. And seeing, I don't know who it was, still to this day, even if they've told me, I don't remember. The Waiting for Jonny channel really like made me feel like feelings for the fan base, even though, you know, I only had like 3,000 subscribers at that time. That kind of stuff motivates me. So it's half game music and half my love for the community, you guys. So that's what keeps me going. That's what helped me improve and stay going at this for so many years. I saw somebody say something about the lag from the YouTube chat. Yeah, you have to keep in mind with these streams, you're seeing everything 10 seconds after I record it. So that's just how streams are. It's like impossible to avoid that. So yeah, there is like a huge chunk of lag between me seeing your stuff and talking about it. Will Battle on the Big Bridge be taken out of the request drawing since it's definitely getting done this year? Not yet, Smithy, because what I like to do is if I don't have it on my immediate to-do list, I kind of like to force songs in using the request list, so that's kind of what I'm doing. But, you know, once I get to the point where I don't have a certain song lined up, which right now I do have a few lined up, like for May Madness and stuff, and if Big Bridge hasn't been picked by the request drawing, then I'll get to it. J-Dog spamming bad things in the channel. You know what I mean. Oh, let me see. Would I consider doing any songs from anime, things other than games? Yeah, people ask me this a lot too. Almost every live stream. I've always wanted to do like another side project with TV themes, but right now, I just like I said, all my eggs are in the God Metal basket. So, in the future, most likely, I would love to do some TV themes. Both old school TV themes and new school anime stuff too would be pretty cool. But it's on the far future list. Put it that way. Ooh, I know I might be a bit. Could you do Marvel versus Capcom remixes, especially Cap's theme? Could you do it for America? It's funny you said that. I was just about to say before I read your second sentence. Captain America's theme is both on the Patreon request list and a song I've been seeing a lot lately be requested. And I do like it. I'm pretty fond of it. So there's a realistic possibility that that could happen, especially that song in particular. Have I listened to Wario Land 4 music normal rarity? I don't think I have. Crescent Moon Village is a sick song. I'll take your word for it. Maybe I'll check it out. Can you do Pokemon B2 or W2 soon? My favorite is the PWT final song. Excuse me, I'll have a look at the soundtrack. for you. You know, of all the Pokemon games, Black, White, and Black 2, White 2, are the ones I don't see very often. Out of all of them, I've been getting a crap load of Sun and Moon, and I do want to do a Sun and Moon song this year. There's a few good ones to choose from, so just kind of narrowing it down for you guys. Have I considered a Mario Kart compilation, like a medley? Yeah, people have, I think I'm lagging out. Okay, I saw myself on the live screen lag out. People have been requesting a Mario Kart medley. I do have a Mario Kart song on my confirmed to-do list for the year. That's not a medley, that's a full song. But it's something I've been seeing people request, and something I'll have to think about, so yeah. Wise again, since there's another guy requesting Wise. Man, Wise, that Solomon Shrine didn't do too well in views and stuff. But it's still a good series, still with a lot of great music, so I'm sure I'll eventually go back to Wise. I saw a question, I was reading it, and then my chat messed up. Your blue guitar that you use, there it is, for Dancing Mad. Did you make it myself? If so, what is the base model of that guitar? The Boo design, I don't know if you can see it if I move. So, the Boo design, it's actually a decal, and I don't know if you saw my Twitter, this part was fading out, and I just replaced it recently. I made like multiple copies just in case that were to happen, and if I had to replace it at some point. This is just a decal I stuck on. I made it several years ago. The boos are from the Mario pinball artwork. Another thing I had made by a custom strap company is the boo strap. A lot of people don't really see this because it kind of just you kind of like see maybe like this much above my hand when I'm playing on the videos and stuff. But yeah, so this is actually a Jackson DK2M. With liquefier crunch slide pickups and the decal I stuck on. Also, pull these off really quick just so you can see. It has little boo knobs that I made out of boo keychains. So that's like one of the coolest parts that you don't really see. And there's two of them. Like the only ones I could find were the ones with the tails from Mario Land, though. So yeah, that's that. That's the bootar. Go ahead and show you guys that. I know a lot of people ask about it. It's just a decal. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Consider Lucamine's battle theme. Yeah, Alpha Garden. If you just heard me, I said, oh, Matt's thing, like, exploded on the channel. Wonder how much 200 SEK. Thank you so much for that, Matt. What was I answering? Lucamine. If you just heard me, I said, like, a lot of people are requesting Sun and Moon stuff this year. Did I glitch out on chat again? I'm looking at my live stream. Sometimes I stutter. Do I have drop frames? I shouldn't have drop frames. I have like no drop frames, so I should be good. Lucamine is one of the many Sun and Moon songs that are. There's three songs from Sun and Moon that get requested the most. Lucamine, Gladion, and Team Skull's theme. Those are like the top three right now. So those are the three I'm deciding between. Let me see what Matt said. He threw down a donation. Thanks, man. Matt's also a Patreon. Thank you for that. And he's also the one that gets me a ton of my gameplay footage, so. Will you ever update the Gometal logo? I think you guys asked this, and you want a new tattoo, man. If you get a Gometal tattoo, that's crazy. that's some true dedication right there. I have considered a logo change. I do have something I not necessarily came up with, but I found a font that looks really cool. I just haven't done it yet because I'm kind of like, well, everybody knows the normal Gometal font, but I've been considering changing it. I think I mentioned this last stream too. So it's something I'm still thinking about. I just have to find the right time to do it, I guess. Legendary Star theme, final boss theme, Giraham the Demon Lord. I think I've heard that, and I think people have requested legendary Starfy songs. Full acoustic covers. I'm glad you asked this, Toby Derrick. I forgot to talk about this in the intro too. If you guys haven't followed or subscribed to the Atmacoustics channel, go do that. You can see the link in the description. Let me make sure that's here, just in case I'm not talking out of. Yeah, okay, it's there. YouTube.com/Atmacoustics. I am going to do a full acoustic songs in the future. They are going to be on that channel. That it's part of the reason that channel is there for full acoustic songs in the future. I have one for sure lined up that we voted on Patreon. It was a milestone goal reward that I have to get to. I wanted to get to it last month, but I've just been working on the side quest album, the side quest videos. May Madness coming next month. Maybe I'll try to squeeze it in next month. So yeah, there's gonna be full acoustic songs coming on the Atmacoustics channel. Go follow that, guys. So you can, all that stuff you heard in the intro, a lot of it is available there. And all the songs that I have up right now are loops, so you can play them in your audio player on loop, and they'll loop together seamlessly. And it's pretty cool stuff. Can I be my dad? Can I be your dad, Corey, and his house? I'm not taking applications for any children at the moment, so. What Kirby game is my favorite? You know, I haven't played them all. I'm going to play them all soon. Like one after another. It's something I plan to do this year, actually on Twitch. But once that time gets nearer, I'll talk more about it. Kirby game is my favorite. I wish I would have played them all. I still haven't played Robobot, and people have been like, people have really been talking good about Robobot. That's like one I've really been wanting to play lately. Superstar Ultra, I have like a childhood bond with the normal Superstar, and Superstar Ultra just kind of took that and improved on it. It's definitely not the hardest Kirby game around, but it's probably one of my favorites. One of my favorite soundtracks for sure. Legit dude, will you be doing any more boss battle themes from 16-bit RPGs in the future? Also, Pepe from Atlas Horn. Yeah, of course. Especially considering I'm old, and a lot of the songs I do are old as well. And God, I hate seeing my thing freeze. It could just be on my end though. But yeah, there's definitely going to be more 16-bit RPG stuff coming in the future. What is the name of my hat? Nitro Lunistar is like the type of hat. I've seen it called driver. I've seen it called driver cap. Let's see, there's a duckbill hat, and there's another one. I can't think of the name of it. I just call it a Johnny hat. Hopefully that name catches on. Oh, let me see. Let me check the. Is the screen? By the way, is the stream like stuttering for anybody or freezing? It's freezing on my end, but it could be because I'm streaming as well. It probably isn't. Hopefully it's not. Nobody said anything about it, so. How many of those sexy guitars do I have? Forever Craft. Also, will I ever upload the font to a font website like the font? The Gonmetal font is actually Press Start. So if you look up Google Press Start font, you can find the Gonmetal font. That's the one I use. So there's an alternate to it called Press Start K that I sometimes use. But the Gonmetal logo is in the normal default Press Start. The one that I was mentioning changing the logo to, if I ever do that, I'll tell you what it is then. But yeah, you can get the font I use. It's free. Have I heard of the new game Nefarious? I haven't heard of it. J-Dog. Has some really good music. Lovely. I'll have to check it out. It's freezing on one person's side. A lot of people are saying it's good. So it could just be a few of us with problems, which is good. You know, I don't know if you've been watching me on Twitch lately. I've been having some streaming issues, so it's been a concern, but so far so good. Like I said, my thing says 0 drop frames. On Twitch, I've been having drop frames at the wazoo. Doom E1M1 or Doom E3M8. Will I ever do something like that? Quanar X. Yes, E1M1 is on my to-do list. I'll say it's most likely gonna happen this year. Have I ever played Fender or Gibson guitars? Neither appears in your video, so I was curious. Man. Yes, I have. I don't own any, but the Fender Stratocasters, the real ones, not the Squier, or I was gonna say the Made in Mexico ones aren't that good, but like the Made in Mexico Fender Stratocasters are on the cheaper end, but they're hit and miss. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're in the market for a Fender Stratocaster, it doesn't hurt to go for the Made in Mexico ones because they're not that much different from the American ones. It's just, I would go try them out at a store. I would definitely not order one offline because like I said, they're hit or miss. Most of the American made ones are okay. But yeah, they're definitely solid guitars. They have their guitars with that kind of pickup setup have their own like distinct sound, and it's not really the sound that I go for, but they are solid guitars. Gibson guitars solid as well. The Epiphone line, the next line down, is also solid for a step down line. Not gonna say the same for Squire. Wild Rabies, I'm 29. I'm gonna turn 30 soon, man. I'm getting up there. Reading, a lot of requests. Am I interesting you say that? Izaku Galcia. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your guys' names. I'm trying my hardest. Ever planning on making a King of Fighters remixes? One of the latest patrons I got on Patreon had a King of Fighters song on his list, and I believe I chose it for the drawing, so that's a realistic possibility. It doesn't get requested very often, but it does. King of Fighters, the series does have some good songs to it. Whew. If I'm talking too fast, I apologize. I like to get through all these questions and stuff. Get to as many as I can. Especially people that are like dying to be seen. And King DDD, I am feeling well. Doing good. Feeling great. Glad this album's out. Glad I'm getting these videos out soon. Smithy, not sure what the other name for my hat was. The Newsboy hat is a little different, but sometimes people call this a Newsboy hat. But the Newsboy hat has like, it's kind of like a combination of this hat and like a beret. So they're slightly different. If you guys, I just saw somebody say I don't have Patreon, begging for something else. King DDD said that. Don't worry, if you don't have Patreon, you guys, I still read all the comments and take requests from comments. So I don't just take songs from Patreon. I always make a point of mentioning that every stream. There's only one song from the drawing that gets confirmed each month, and then usually I go by YouTube request. Or I'll go by a combination of the both. I'll look at YouTube requests and then look at the Patreon request list and take a song from the request list that's been highly requested. So it's a combination of both. I want you guys to keep that in mind. You're not completely hopeless if you're not a patron. But your chances are raised because you pay my salary, so. Any songs you'll cover soon that you're interested in covering? Man, you guys know I hate spoiling songs. I like to keep everything a surprise. Let me pull one out. I'm gonna reveal a song I'm gonna do this year that I think I confirmed on Discord at one point. I haven't confirmed on here. I was talking earlier about a Mario Kart song. This song has been requested a lot, and I know a lot of people want it. And I know I've always wanted to do it, but it's been on my to-do list and it always falls back. Waluigi Pinball is a song that's gonna come this year that I've been wanting to do a lot. A lot of people have been requesting. So that's going to be your Mario Kart song that's going to be coming soon. I'm not going to say May, but probably like June, July, somewhere in that area. Says he hates spoiling songs, but spoilers at the end of each song. Well, Gavin, you have to keep in mind, all of those shadows could always be from a Mario game. You never know. Am I going to do another Toho cover? Did I say it right? It's Toho, right? Remember the first stream ever I butchered. I said Tahoe. It's actually Toho. Yes, absolutely. If you guys follow Rashad EB, he's been doing a whole bunch lately, so I will refer you to him for now. He's really, really good. But yes, I will definitely do more Toho this year, as a matter of fact. I love the soundtracks to the games. I know not everybody's a fan of the Toho series, but it does have a huge cult following. It's not going to be You and Owen Was Her, because everybody does that. So I'll pick something else a little more different, but definitely something people want. Favorite genre of metal? It's progressive metal, kind of like Dream Theater, and even to a point, like you can kind of call Symphony X progressive metal. Just they're on the heavier side of progressive metal, but they are progressive. Is my favorite. I also like classic metal stuff, like I just saw that every time you guys do the paid chat thing. Thank you so much, Zachary, by the way. I'll get to you in just a second. I also like classical stuff like old school Aussie. Can't think of stuff on the top of my head when I put it on the spot sometimes. But stuff like that. I also influenced strongly by metalcore. I think I mentioned in the last stream, one of my favorite albums. One of the albums that really influenced me with metal was Avenged Sevenfold's Waking the Fallen album. That was before they went all singing, no more screaming. But that song influenced me a lot to get into heavier material. And before that, when I first got into rock, I was heavily influenced by The Offspring. Believe it or not, Smash is one of my favorite albums of all time. When I first started learning guitar, I learned like the entire Smash album. So you can probably pick up a little bit of older thrash punk Offspring type stuff in my god metal songs. If you listen carefully, it's there. Zachary Cien, or it looks like Cien. Zachary Cien. I'm gonna hope it's Spanish. I've noticed a lack of Metroid in general lately. Yes, we're getting a Metroid song next month. Since it's already been revealed, I'll tell you again, if you're not part of the Discord, I did a request battle thing. Ridley's theme will be happening in May. So next month, we are getting another Metroid song. I'm happy to say. It has been way too long. Thank you for your contribution there, Zachary, and I hope that makes you happy. Ridley's theme from originated in Super Metroid. It's been used in some other things since then. So yeah, that's going to be happening in May Madness. My favorite video game villain, that's an easy one. Nope, so much nope. My favorite video game villain of all time is Kefka. He was the most successful of not only in the Final Fantasy universe, but you could probably argue he was the most successful of all video games of all time. He became a god. He ruled the earth. Obviously, ultimately, he was defeated, but still. And he's just charismatic, and I love my villains to be zany and charismatic. I know he's a bit of a Joker ripoff, but he's still my favorite in games of all time. Would I consider a metal your best nightmare / finale? If not some Smash stuff, Ama Senpai noticed me. Also, would you consider doing a cover of the Mastercore theme from SSB4? Omega Flowy kicks ass 99. Your best nightmare finale isn't on the top of my Undertale list. I'm just going to be honest with you. Next time I do an Undertale song, which I will do this year, I'm not going to completely drop Undertale. But you guys know that I put a lot of time in between my Undertale songs just because I don't want to go too crazy with them. On my next up Undertale list is Spear of Justice. And just because it keeps being requested so much, I might make that a dual remix of Spear of Justice and Battle Against the True Hero. So those are my next up on my Undertale to-do list. That'll happen later this year. I'll keep Your Best Nightmare in mind because it's another one that gets requested a lot, but it's not towards the top for me personally. Smash stuff, I'm gonna do some Smash stuff soon. I still need to do the SSB4 main theme. I wanted to do that last year. I wanted to do it earlier this year. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, more Smash for sure. Definitely happening this year. When is the next F-Zero mix? Recall me saying something about Long Distance or Murder, the Brawler 56. Thank you for being a patron, by the way. Don't think I don't recognize you. You're in Discord as well. Happening this year. Long Distance or Murder for sure, unless something gets chosen from the request list drawing beforehand, as always. But Long Distance or Murder for sure. It's one of my favorite. It's arguably my favorite F-Zero song. Metal Gear Rising, that was the one. Simon, you just said it. Somebody asked earlier about Metal Gear songs. Did my iTunes stop playing? It stopped playing. Let's play the Side Quest album again. What was I answering? Simon the Human, will I be doing Metal Gear Rising and music at any point? Somebody mentioned earlier Metal Gear stuff, and I said there was a newer Metal Gear that people have been requesting a little bit lately. That was the one I've been thinking about. And, a lot of them have vocals in it that people request. So it's something I'm going to look into, but I'm not going to confirm anything just yet. Diego, a boy, Sega Genesis medley. Funny you say that. When I was doing, what was it? The first time I did a Sonic medley, I considered actually making that a Sega Genesis medley. But instead I changed it to the Sonic Fan medley, which still did really well. I'll do a Sega Genesis medley eventually, I think. There's a lot of good songs in Sega. on the Sega Genesis that get overlooked because of Sonic. Thank you for the contribution. I'm You Know. My birthday is coming up soon. Was hoping to get a song from Thousand Year Door, more specifically the Shadow Queen battle theme. Happy birthday to you, in case you say it's your birthday in a comment and I don't see you. I'll consider... And Paper Mario is a series I need to get back to. I don't have anything specifically in my to-do list right now, but I will say Shadow Queen Battle has been requested a bit, so I will take a look at it, and I'll consider it for you, for sure. Since there's about how the song fits everything, have you thought about doing Sonic Force's main theme? So I thought you were going to say Guile's theme. I haven't heard it yet. I'll have to listen to it. Thanks for the contribution, Gavin Games. Take my money. Girlfriend won't think you're cool until you do something from Bloodborne or Dark Souls. Peer pressure. Those are two games where I haven't really listened to the soundtrack. And I'm not gonna lie, assumed it was mostly theatrical film score type stuff. But I'll take a look at it, man. Don't worry. I know you're in Discord too, so. Mario Maniac, I was so close to having my request for iTunes acknowledged. I'm glad you brought this up, actually. I was asking for you to post the stuff on iTunes. Yeah, I didn't know you said it before, but I'm just now seeing it. I'm glad you brought that up, though, because a lot of people have been asking me to get my stuff on iTunes. And I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I haven't gotten my stuff on iTunes yet. The reason I haven't is because you can't put your stuff on iTunes unless you make people pay for it. And I know you guys are willing to pay for God Metal stuff sometimes, and that's cool. But like, I want the option to keep it free, not only because I want people to have my stuff for free, but because I don't want to get into the legal stuff. You know, because if I start charging for stuff like definite charging rather than the optional thing, then I could get in legal trouble. The risk level definitely rises a lot higher than it is now. That's why I'm not on iTunes yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my stuff for you guys, like on Spotify and Pandora and stuff. That way, if you're on mobile, you'll have like some way of listening to God Metal stuff. If you can't download it to a computer and then transfer it to your phone via iTunes, which is definitely the easiest way. But you know, I know there's a few rare cases where that's not a possibility. So, yeah, that's why my stuff isn't on iTunes right now. And you know, I had to pay for like the usage licenses to get that stuff to where I had to put it on stuff like iTunes, and I just don't have the money for that right now. So that's my plan at the moment. I'm gonna try to get God Metal VI first. Then I'm gonna start working on like Spotify and stuff, just so we can have like a huge amount of material. Izuku Galcia again, do you mind if we can use some of your music for non-profit fan project? Use whatever you like. All of my stuff is public domain to an extent. You know, obviously don't charge people for it because I could care less, but you know, game companies will get mad at you and they will probably come down on me if you charge people for my stuff. But yeah, if you guys, and you know, I really wish I could make that more of a point somewhere, like on a FAQ somewhere on a website or something. If you guys ever want to use God Metal songs in your videos or for your games or whatever, feel free, have at it. Just like I said, just don't charge for it because then we could both get in legal trouble. So, if I ever get to 100K, which I will, what would I do as a special? That's a good question. It's something I'm gonna have to think about. Ethereal Samael, Doom Dragon. That's one of my top next Golden Sun songs to do. So it's gonna happen eventually. I love Doom Dragon. It would be a crazy, awesome song to do. Gaming companies have indeed been coming down on found stuff. Alex Long, even non-profit stuff. You have to be very careful these days, especially, man, Nintendo. Nintendo will bring the hammer down in an instant. Great stuff with F-Zero covers. Freddy Barrera, thank you. Have I considered the Grandia, I'm assuming it's Grandia series. It's a great game with great music. Yes, I have. There are several Grandia songs on the Patreon request list. I know I've chosen at least one. I was going to say at least two, but it's got to be at least one. But I think it's more like 2 or 3. It is a series that does get requested a lot that I kind of want to do a song from. So yeah, I would definitely say Grandia would be happening eventually. Ultimate Explodinator. Oh god, I hate when I read a question and then the chat like jumps down. Love your PVZ remix, thank you. Can you do more as well as Terraria? Yeah, you know, the PVZ remix, Brainiac Maniac has been doing very well. So I will definitely consider doing more Plants vs. Zombies. Terraria, I have to check out the soundtrack. It does get requested a little bit, so that is that. Bob, stay off the grass. Let's see what Chris Chaos said about Nights. See if I can find it. King Mars, what about Fireworks Factory from Spyro 3? I'll have to listen to it. There he is. Chris Chaos, have I ever played any Nights game? I haven't. It's a series that gets requested occasionally. There's one song on there I have chosen to be in the Patreon drawings that's on the request list, so it's a definite possibility, but I have been seeing it requested, the series in general, more and more, so it's something I'll be considering. So Night stuff is a definite possibility for the future. Thank you, Rub, for the donation. I don't know how much 200... Oh, I mean, thank you, Dmitry Dashkov, for the 200... I guess that's rubies. No. I don't know what RUB is, but thank you so much. I don't know how much it is, but it looks awesome. Just throwing some love at me and my my art. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Stardust Speedway Bad Future Japan from Sonic CD asked Hyperspark269. Sorry, somebody said something. I had to look down. I'll probably do a full version of that eventually. You know, I did the it was at the very end of Sonic Fan Medley 2. It was the most requested song to be in Sonic Fan Medley 2. So I might get around to a full version of that someday. SMG2 Gusty Garden Galaxy. That's another one, King DDD, that's been requested a good bit. So it's a possibility. Bob, stay off the grass. Am I familiar with the Tasmanian Tiger series? I'm not. It sounds pretty cool though. Okay, let's see. When am I gonna do more Ace Attorney stuff? Hornlets. Thank you for your patronage, by the way. Trying to think for you. There's a song on the request list. I don't know if I have it chosen for drawings or not. I think somebody changed it. I'll do more Ace Attorney soon. I know Pursuit Corner did really, really well. It's one of the most popular songs from 2016. So yeah, I'll definitely consider more Ace Attorney. Probably this year. Chewy, when am I going to see literally anything from Pikmin? Every time people ask about Pikmin, I make a joke out of it. Like, Pikmin has music. I don't know, man. I don't know. I keep seeing people request Pikmin, but I haven't heard a song from Pikmin that I've necessarily been like, this is the one that I have to do. So, in time, maybe. Matt, how big of a beard could I grow? I believe the potential for my beard is limitless, but I'd like to keep it short. Just because, I don't know, I like this. This is like my signature thing now. You know, I used to have the mustache. My wife hated it. I actually prefer this after looking back. But, you know, if I wanted to, I could grow a full one, but it gets really itchy. I don't like the itchiness that comes with it, so... Joe Schmo, I don't perform at concerts, and this is another thing people have been asking a lot about me performing live. The plans right now, that's like far future stuff, just because, you know, I know some guys, like, they go on with a backing track and play solo. I don't really want to do that. I want like a full band if I were to perform live. So, far future stuff, obviously I don't have time for that. That takes like a huge chunk of time to dedicate to that. But it is definitely something I would like to do in the far future. So it's definitely not out, but live God Metal stuff, far future. Castle Crashers? You know, I've played some Castle Crashers. I don't really remember the song. Pictures are so mean to you. I have to re-listen to that soundtrack. Whew. How long have we been going? 1 hour and 7 minutes. That's not bad. We've kind of... Time's been flying. Pikmin is mostly ambient stuff, though, says the Brawler. That's what I figure. That's why I always make a joke out of it. I do, Shadow Jailson. Is it Gui Shadow Jailson? GUI Shadow Jailson. Do I only make covers of antique or classical games or franchises? No, I don't. I think in 2015, I really started shooting to get more modern stuff in, just because, for one, it's better for YouTube. For two, it's requested more. But you know, I always have like a strong passion for the older stuff, which is why I end up doing a lot of older stuff. All of the side quest albums, all of the side quest Volume 1 album songs were chosen at random. So it was really just by luck of the draw that all of those songs are pretty old. Like, I think the most recent one on there is, let me think. Look at the track list. The most modern song on, man, none of them. They're all pretty old. So I even told people, you know, if you don't recognize every song on Side Quest Volume 1, I'm not shocked. In fact, if you recognize all of the songs from Side Quest Volume 1, man, go you, because I sure didn't know all of these. I didn't know Destroy the Terrorists in the Occupied City or Battle 1. But no, I don't just do old songs. I've been trying to force more modern stuff in there for you guys, because I know, like I said, it's what people want more of. Not only just like in the comment section, but on YouTube in general. So, yeah, there will always be more modern-ish, more recent-ish stuff for you guys. It's also a bonus if I can do a song that's both old/classic that's been used in a modern game. Like, you know, a lot of the Kirby stuff showed up in Robobot, so that like helped. And then you had Mass DDD that was in Superstar Ultra, and then it showed up in Triple Deluxe. So that's like really two birds in one stone when I can do those too. Matt, when will I do Side Quest Volume 2? Side Quest is dedicated to the Patreon milestone goals, and it's dedicated to choosing 10 random songs from the request list, just so I can knock a bunch of them out at once. This is because I know I have a ton of people on the request list now. Now there's like almost 100 people per drawing, which is a lot. So, you know, I want to give you guys as many chances as I possibly can to get your songs done. I think I set the next side quest milestone at 1,000. Right now we're at almost 800. So hopefully, if things like go great, that could we could pick out the song lineup for that towards the end of this year. But you know, we'll see. But that's the milestone goal right now. I might lower it, but we'll see how it goes. Whew. Love your work, thank you, Will S. FF6 Battle to the Death is my favorite OST. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite soundtrack as well. Eggman Land, please. It needs some cover on YouTube. I'll have to hear it. I don't think I've heard it. Any 8-bit games I want to cover, maybe Guardian Legacy or Legacy of the Wizard. Looking at my to-do list. Of my potential to-do list. I want to do more Tim Fallon songs. I've almost been aching to redo the Silver Surfer level 1 song, just because I know I could do it a lot better now. Solstice the Solstice title theme is one I've always wanted to do. So I might do that one sometime this year. But yeah, you know, my heart is always in 8-bit and 16-bit NES, SNES Day stuff, so it'll always happen. Aether Skyline answered the same question earlier. I am going to do at least one more Toho song this year. Toho song, I'm sorry. Maybe 2, we'll see. But yeah, I love the Toho soundtracks. They're really good. Is it Zun? I don't know how to say his name. Sorry. I don't know how to pronounce half of the things I read on the internet. He's an awesome composer. He has a style all of his own. Smithy4224, sure I've asked this before, will I ever put more high-tier slots on Patreon? Yes, the problem I have right now is I'm like super backed up on the acoustic shortlist, so I'm trying to get caught up on that. Once I get caught up on that, I should be able to open up a few more slots. BG Credits Medley, Pika X Rich, that's not a bad idea. That'd be interesting. I feel like that's something Family Jewels would do these days, because he does the top 10s. The top 10 credits from gaming. Let me see. Almost out of water. trying to save it. I'm looking for somebody that was mentioned by somebody else. Excuse me. I'm gonna get hiccups live on stream. Can't find him. Sorry, man. Okay. my screen, like the entire screen scrolled down. Got rid of the chat. Will S, there's a Mystic Quest song in the SNES medley. That's all I've done for Mystic Quest so far. That was a really cool song too. I can't remember what it is. Maybe I'll do a full version of that song someday. What is my favorite platformer OST? It's probably platformer-wise, since since Kirby music is up there, and my top three soundtracks are Final Fantasy VI, Super Mario RPG, and Kirby Superstar Ultra. Ultra because it's the same as Superstar, but it threw more in, like Galactonite. So it's probably going to be from a Kirby game, so it's probably going to be Ultra. Superstar Ultra. Of course I know Family Jewels, Mega Man, aka Rock. I know all those guys, I keep an eye on them. If they're here, if they're watching, I see you. Don't think I don't see you. I'm after you. Just playing, guys. Patch Cap, yes, that is a song I've been wanting to do for so long. Serpent Eating the Ground will definitely happen this year. Bravely Default will definitely happen this year. Ever thought about doing collabs with guitarists or drummers like Rashadi B, Toxic X Eternity, or any vocalists maybe? Yeah, Megabit 8, definitely for sure. I would love to do a collab with one of those guys. There's gonna be more collabs this year. I don't have one confirmed lined up yet, but there's one I want to get soon. So, shots fired. Shots fired. I'm not firing any shots. I was just kidding. Endangered CDs. When am I gonna do Okami? Yeah, people have been requesting Okami. That's a song. I'll go ahead and say there's a pretty good chance I'll do Okami stuff this year. It's a series, a game that's been requested. Too much for me not to do. Do I like memes? Nope, nope, nope. So much nope. A few of them. I post some in Discord sometimes and on Twitter. Trying to do any Gunvolt music. Yeah, I'm familiar with the game solely because I've been doing acoustic shorts from it. Azir Striker Gunvolt on Patreon. It's got some cool music, so it's something I'll keep in mind. Keep an eye for the request for it. Chewy, I think I just answered that. Okami, most likely this year. Let me see. What's a Discord? Mario Maniac, it's like a, it's like Skype, but way better. It's like a chat room, but for different communities, and the Godmetal community is on Discord. There is a link in the description for this stream, and also in the description for everything like lately. So, yeah, if you want to join that, if you guys want to join the Discord, feel free. It's free for everybody. Open to everybody, I mean. Obviously, it's free. It's not a paid service thing. Bacteria competing with chat sucks. I understand, man. This thing is moving extremely fast. Let's see if I can find your question. There he is. Do I have plans to go for a different sound? Love to see a doomy sound, or have some violins thrown in the mix. You know, Bacteria. At first I kind of meant. At first I thought you were meaning like the sound, like of my guitars and drums and stuff. But I get what you're saying. You mean like a genre shift. Yeah, occasionally, like every once in a while, I do stuff like that. So there's nothing I have like a concrete plan for at the moment. But you know, every now and then I do a song that's a little bit different from what I usually do. Whew. Scrolling down at the speed of sound. Megabit 8. Not sure you answered me, but Andy, I answered one of your questions. I recognize your name. Any more Mega Man medley or singles? You know, I think Mega Man Medley 3 is a possibility. Singles, definitely, man. Have I done any Mega Man singles yet this year? I don't think I have. You know, one of the Mega Man series I want to get to this year is the Z stuff, because I haven't done anything from like ZX or anything. So unless I change my mind, the next Mega Man song will probably be from like ZX or something. I sound really tired. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting to the exhausted point. You guys know I can talk. I can talk for about an hour and a half, and then like my voice starts going, just because I'm not used to talking for an hour and a half. Even when I do like Twitch streams and stuff, I'm not talking the entire time. So Facteria, thanks for watching the stream, man. I'm glad I got to you. Oh, let me see. DBZ Budokai Challengers. I think there's a Budokai song on the request list. It's not Challengers, but something else. I'm gonna give you guys like 10 more minutes. Everybody's telling me to go rest. 10 more minutes. We're at a minute 18. Let's give it 10 more. Did I know what Family Jewels teamed up with Magnus Soul I Passion to create an official V×6 metal soundtrack? So maybe, yeah, you guys can go check that. Oh my god, you guys can go check that out. That'd be pretty cool. But I'll still consider doing a V×6 of my own. Not the whole soundtrack. I'll pass on that, but I'll squeeze in a VVV song for you guys this year. Joe Schmo, thanks for watching, man. Hope you hear me say goodbye. D-Blob music, man. I have that D-Blob acoustic short. Ever since people heard that, they've been kind of requesting it a little bit. I'll have to check out the soundtrack. I've heard a couple songs from it after doing that short. So I'll take a look at it. I'm out of water. Yeah, I know. Somebody said donate more water. That's what like keeps my voice going too. So it's not good I ran out. Kirby Star Super. I almost said Superstar. Kirby Superstar Gourmet Race Part 2. Blueberry Gaming. You know, it's a song that like it got left behind because the Gourmet Race Part 1 was so blown up and used in so many things that Gourmet Race 2, a lot of people aren't familiar with it, but it is a pretty cool song. It's a bit on the slower side, but it's got some potential, man. So I might do that someday. And you know what? I'm glad I keep forgetting to say in the intro because people are making a joke, obviously, about mailing me more water. But man, I can't put this on the screen either. I do have a PO box set up. If you guys want to send me stuff, I'm not telling you to send me things. It's just that a lot of people have been messaging me and sending me emails and stuff, asking if they could send me things. So I've set up a PO box just for that. Let me put this in the description. Actually, that's the least I can do. It's new-ish. I'm gonna put new, but kind of news for most of you. I do have a PO box set up for you guys if you want to send me bombs, anthrax, anything like that. Maybe the occasional gift. That would be pretty cool. Let me see. Let me get this address in here for you guys. It is PO Box 551. We're in TN. That should be in your descriptions now. If you guys, it's Jonny Atma, PO Box 551, Laverne, Tennessee 37086. You guys, it's on the outskirts of where I actually live in Nashville. So yeah, if you want to send me stuff, feel free to send it there, and if you send me fan mail, maybe I'll read it on here or something. But yeah, like I said, if you want to send bombs, anthrax, flaming postcards, you can do that there. If you guys send me water, that'd be really funny. But yeah, that option's there for you guys. Solely because people have been asking me quite a bit if they can send me things. Nope, thanks for the contribution. Did somebody else say yeah, Matt sent me another 200 SEK. I have no idea what SEK is. But thanks, man. You're the best too. Matt, and again, Matt, if you're still here, thanks for all that you do. Matt gets me a lot of the gameplay footage and stuff like that, guys, so he's done a great job at helping me keep things speedy in the process of getting videos edited and stuff. Because every now and then I have to get gameplay footage myself, but I haven't had to do that in a while thanks to you guys. Especially thanks to Matt's. Can we have a Nintendogs cover? The Championship Cup theme is really good. Just trying to get that message across. Chelsea wants to know. I didn't know Nintendogs had like legit music. I'll have to take a look at it, Brawler and Chelsea. Poyo the Star Warrior, please say my username out loud on stream. It's done. Poyo the Star Warrior. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm assuming you're a subscriber. If you're not, subscribe. All kinds of currencies being thrown. Yeah, that's really cool, you know, because it just goes to show that God Metal has gone worldwide. It's not just in America. Has anybody contributed any yen yet? I don't think I've seen yen. How much How much support should I get to convince you to play A Strange Reunion? What game is that from? I don't know what game that's from. What about a Kirby Arena True Arena Medley? That'd be pretty cool. I'll think about it. Hyper Spike 269. I love you too, Poyo, the Star Warrior. Trunks, glad you love the new album. Hope you guys are liking the new album, by the way. Like I said, it's got a lot of obscure stuff on it, but you know, there's a few in there that are pretty staple songs. Probably the most popular being Double Dragon, Toxic Caves, the Golden Sunset stuff, and maybe Club Leader Duel. Maybe. That's kind of obscure. But it's Pokemon, so I'm gonna... All the other stuff is pretty obscure stuff. Saga Frontier, Strider 2, Lufia 2. A lot of people who are familiar with old school RPGs know that one. Skate or Die, definitely on the... definitely on the obscure side, but that's a really cool song. Rob Hubbard. Second time I've done a song from him. Kirby's Return to Dreamland theme, please. There's more Kirby coming this year, guys. Promise. Gonna give it 6 more minutes. We're at 1:24. Then I'll do my closing remarks. Can we make Hot Metal's water a meme? Only if you guys send me like a bunch of bottles of water. That's a good one, Nitro Lunistar. That's actually on my to-do list. It's been on my to-do list for a while. So I'll go ahead and say that it's almost definitely going to happen this year. Adventures End from Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Especially since I've done Dark Star Core, that song got requested a lot. That's on my to-do list. So, eventually. Trunks also love the One-Winged Angel. My singing is getting awesome. Thanks, man. I try my best. I try not to sound too cheesy. Shrek Green Womp. One song I've been wanting to do since last year is Lightning Battle from Kid Icarus Uprising. You guys probably know I'm a pretty big Kid Icarus fan since Uprising. I love the game, love the soundtrack. Lightning Battle is one I'm definitely going to do. Thank you, Patchcat, for the 20. Thanks for making all the music that I do. The new album is amazing. Thanks, man. God Metal for life. Glad to have you guys. Glad to have you as a fan, Patchcap, and everybody else here as well. Ever had a chance to collab with Bruce Dickinson? Oh man, the potential there would be endless. Can't tell if he's seen my response or not. Benjamin Fit 568. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find it. Oh god, this chat is like I said, it's a million miles an hour. I'm scared to hit Control F because the computer will I'll probably accidentally hit some other button. How much support should I get to convince you to... Yeah, I did answer that. Like I said, I'm not sure what game that's from, so... But just rally up like a few people and get them to spam requests for it. Obviously don't spam comments with the same username, like, over and over again, or it'll become an issue. But, get a group, spam... Because, this is, actually, and this is kind of funny that I'm saying this, Count Cannoli's theme, which ultimately introduced me to the Master of Disguise soundtrack that I've now done 3 songs from, was it was like a collaborative effort from like this group of people. Every video, they requested Count Cannoli's theme to the point where I was like, you know what? Let me check this out. Heard it, loved it. Now I've done 3 songs from the soundtrack just because the soundtrack is freaking amazing. So getting a group of people to all request something. Video after video, it works for me. Like I said, just don't get crazy and spam over and over and over again on the comment section, or that will be bad. S. Burke, glad you said that. Tales of series has a great soundtrack and up for the challenge from FFXV. Tales of series is a series I've been wanting to get to since last year. I think I said in either this last stream or the stream before it that Tales of is a series I'm definitely going to get to this year. Just because it's a series that it has a decent following, it has some really good soundtracks, a few good songs thrown in there. So I'm going to do that eventually. Ever thought of collaborating with Little V? Man, that'd be awesome, Ultimate Landon. If he's up for it, I'm up for it. Voice is going. 2.5 more minutes. How does my wife cope with my baldness? Well, I've accepted it. You guys can't see it yet. But I've shaved my head. Like I said, if the hat comes off, I'll take double damage. I've accepted my baldness. I just shave like every other day. So I'm just like a natural bald guy. It's not like I have the side hair and then like a bald spot here. That would be freaking horrible. And I would never allow that. As long as I keep it shaved every 2 or 3 days, it looks fine. I still look like a young, cool dude. But, if it grows out like 5 days, I look like I'm 40. Collaboration with Silva Gunner Win. I'm a superstar. 117. That'd be cool. I'll see what I can do. Cannonball. Yeah, that's a song that I want to do. That and Falling Down from the Z series. Let's get a good one. I have a minute and a half before I'm gonna do my closing stuff. All or nothing on the hair, Smithy. That's right. All or nothing. When I started losing, I lost my hair early. It's my father's fault. I blame him. Just bad genetics. My hair started falling out at like early 20s, and I always told myself, if I start balding and it looks bad, I'm just gonna shave it all the way and keep it that way. That's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Me and your dad have the same hairstyle. I'm not surprised. When the one guy keeps asking about Weezer. Don't forget more Toho. More people requesting Toho in the streams than anything. And for the 3rd time, I'm going to answer you. More this year. Promise. Whew. Unfinished Battle. I forgot what games that's from at the moment, but I think it's on my to-do list somewhere. Poyo's leaving. Thanks, Poyo, for watching. Ever considered a vocal duet? That'd be pretty cool. Bob, stay off the grass. I don't have anything in mind at the moment, but that'd be a cool idea. Thoughts on Weezer? I wasn't big on Weezer, but I don't hate Weezer. Like a lot of people hate on Weezer. I kind of like some of their mainstream stuff a little bit, like Hash Pipe and stuff like that. Divide by Zero, Endangered CDs. I've heard all of it. I've heard all of Offspring stuff. I've been following them. Like I said towards the beginning of the stream, I said Offspring's Smash album is one of my favorites. I've been listening to them since then. They've changed their sound, obviously, to be a bit more mainstream than they used to be. But I still have a lot of respect for them, just because I got into them at such an early age, at such an early point in their career. A lot of people are gonna call them sellouts and stuff like that, but people change, bands change, sounds change. I have heard Divide by Zero. I actually prefer the album they released before that, Rise and Fall, Rage and Grace. That was a really solid album for them. Okay, I'm gonna take one more that's not request related, that I can go in depth. I guess I'll answer this one. Diego A Boy. Any song from my oldest lineup that I think still holds up really well. Let me pop up my... There's a couple. There's a couple. Let me see. Go to my own website. 0912. Surprisingly, I think the Koopa's Road that I did remake in 2015, I think the 2010 version is okay. I don't think it's that bad. Obviously, it doesn't hold a candle to my recent stuff. Let me see. Final Fantasy IV boss wasn't... It's okay. Like I said, some of the 2011 stuff wasn't horrible. Bowser Super Mario World 2 still holds up to an extent. So does Zero 2, especially Zero 2 with Edo Bean. Sorry for blowing in the mic. Champion Battle from RBY was pretty cool. Star Fox 64 boss medley. I still want to redo Legend of the Seven Stars. Dragon Rouge Island was okay. So those, I think, hold up a little bit. Other than that, I stand by my 2015 plus stuff the most. 2013 is when things started getting a little better. 2014, it's kind of like the same distance, the same boat but different sound. Who is the man behind me? I don't know. I hope there's not a man behind me. Unless they're trying to scare me. It's okay, I'm not afraid of ghosts. Okay, guys. That's gonna be it for now. Closing statements. Thank you guys, as always, for all your contributions to the God Metal community, for your subscriptions. If you're a patron on Patreon, thank you. You pay a huge chunk of my salary. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to get this album done, get all these videos done coming in the next couple of weeks for the album songs, then May Madness stuff on top of that. I know, like, in the last stream, somebody mentioned, like, songs are being a little bit slow lately, especially for me being full-time. The reason for that was because I was working on all of these songs. So now that this is out, now I have May Madness to look forward to. And then after that, like, I don't like have an open slate, but I'll have a lot more time to work on other things, future albums and stuff like that. So without the Patreon support, that wouldn't be a thing, because I make very little from YouTube ads, believe it or not. So yeah, thank you guys so much if you're a Patreon supporter. If you're not a Patreon supporter, still, thank you for, it still helps when you subscribe, when you tell other people about God Metal, when you tell other people to subscribe, when you introduce new people and they subscribe, it all helps. So even if you're not donating with money and finances, it's still like just a colossal help altogether. Every little bit comes together to create this huge thing, and that's why God Metal is where it's at today, is because of you guys. Me recording stuff is only a part of it. Without you guys, none of it would be possible. So just thank you again. And we're gonna keep this train going. Album videos coming out starting Wednesday. Will run till the end of the month. If you don't have SideQuest yet, go get it. It's free. If you want to throw down a contribution, you can, but that's optional. If I run out of free download credits, let me know and I will buy more for you guys, because I want everybody to be able to get this for free. That's like, it means so much to me that you guys can download this for free. And you know, all of your support helps keep these things free. And I will never, ever, ever charge for God Metal songs. And I don't see like a scenario where I'll be forced to. So yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for showing up today. Thanks for your questions. If I couldn't get to you, I'm so sorry. The chat's just moving so fast. I can only get to so many people. But you know, you always feel free. I do have an Ask Jonny channel in the Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, look into it. The link is in the description. I'm there quite often, and I answer questions from people all the time. So if you want to ask me something, you couldn't do it on the stream, you can ask me there. I'm there, like I said, quite a bit. And that's really it. So thank you guys one more time. Have a wonderful evening, day, night. If you're about to go to sleep, if you're in Europe, Japan, whatever, thank you for staying up late. If you're here after school, thanks for showing up after school. You can go enjoy your time now. Enjoy the rest of your time now. Hopefully you guys like the album, and I'll stop now. So you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and bless you all.